Force field analysis is a powerful decision-making tool used to analyze the forces or factors that drive and restrain change in a given situation. Developed by Kurt Lewin in the 1940s, it is widely used in fields such as organizational development, change management, and project management. Here's a detailed explanation of force field analysis. Force field analysis is based on the concept that any situation or change process is influenced by two sets of forces: driving forces and restraining forces. Driving forces are factors that push for change, promoting movement towards a desired goal or outcome. Restraining forces are factors that oppose change, creating resistance and hindering progress towards the desired goal. Force field analysis typically involves creating a visual representation of these driving and restraining forces. A vertical line represents the current situation or status quo, with an arrow pointing towards the desired goal or outcome. Driving forces are listed on one side of the line, pushing towards the goal, while restraining forces are listed on the other side, pulling away from the goal. The first step in force field analysis is identifying and listing all the driving and restraining forces relevant to the situation or change process. This may involve brainstorming sessions, interviews, surveys, or other data collection methods to gather input from stakeholders and participants. Driving forces could include factors such as organizational goals, stakeholder support, incentives, opportunities, or external pressures. Restraining forces could include factors such as resistance to change, lack of resources, conflicting interests, organizational culture, or fear of the unknown. Once the forces are identified, they are typically evaluated and assigned a score or weight based on their perceived strength or influence. This can be done through discussions, surveys, or other consensus-building techniques, considering the perspectives of stakeholders involved. Each force is assessed in terms of its magnitude, impact, and likelihood of affecting the change process. After scoring the forces, they are plotted on the visual representation, with driving forces pushing towards the goal and restraining forces pulling away from it. The balance between driving and restraining forces determines the overall likelihood and feasibility of achieving the desired change. The analysis may reveal areas of strength and opportunity where driving forces outweigh restraining forces, as well as areas of weakness and challenge where restraining forces dominate. Based on the analysis, action plans can be developed to leverage driving forces and mitigate restraining forces, thereby increasing the likelihood of successful change implementation. Strategies may include strengthening driving forces through incentives, communication, training, or resource allocation, as well as reducing or overcoming restraining forces through stakeholder engagement, conflict resolution, or organizational restructuring. Force field analysis is often an iterative process, as the balance of forces may change over time or in response to external factors. Regular review and monitoring of the forces are essential to adapt strategies and tactics accordingly, ensuring ongoing progress towards the desired goal. In summary, force field analysis provides a structured framework for understanding the dynamics of change, identifying key drivers and barriers, and developing targeted interventions to facilitate successful change implementation. By systematically analyzing and addressing the forces at play, organizations can enhance their ability to navigate complex change processes and achieve desired outcomes.